I actually came to a realization that at the end of the day, it takes you to take the step forward.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Yo, what's goody?
What's up? What's up?
What's up, people?
Episode 19, baby.
Dang, 19 episodes,
Let's
Mauso.
go.
Let's go.
19 consecutive episodes, Mauso.
Hard out, man.
Man, and I want to say a big shout out to all you followers out there, man.
Yo.
Shout out to all of you engaging all our stuff.
Straight
and
up.
man, we love you guys, man.
Love you guys.
Yo, and I want to shout out to Kundo Studios. Thank
Yo.
you for sponsoring this episode.
100%, man.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Episode 19, Mauso.
For context, people, it's 2:20 in the morning right now. Oh, man.
You're probably wondering why we're in our work uniforms. You want to enlighten them, Mauso.
Well, we actually have to go to work in like just under an hour, and yeah, we even though I guess we're busy with life, and we have a lot of things and commitments that we have to do. We're still consistent, man. I love it also.
Have to be, man. Have
Straight
to be.
up, man.
I know it's a couple of hours after the time that we usually schedule in.
Yo,
But that's because we're making it work.
Hard.
We're making it work.
Hard.
Trying to balance, what we can. But
yo,
nah, straight up, man. This feels a bit weird.
Yeah.
A bit different.
definitely does.
Gonna shoot this podcast and then head to our 9 to 5, man.
That's it, man.
Can make some money.
Hard out. Well, also, as we usually started, man. I guess let's start off with what was your rise for the week, Mauso?
My rise for the week, Mauso. Oh, to be honest, also my rise for this week was accepting that I was scared. For those out there, like we're trying to build something, in Australia, I guess. We're starting off in Australia that we can't talk about publicly yet.
Yeah.
But I just it's scary, man. And for context side of things, we need to connect with the right people. And I guess we've got the business to a certain point, and it's just the asking question,
Man,
and
love
that was my rise of the week. Was just like, you know what, you're scared, bro, but like, let's go, let's
I
get
love
through it,
that,
yo.
man. Sorry, I love that.
What about you, Mauso?
Oh, well, from last week, had a freaking crap ass week. This week was pretty similar. My wisdom tooth was finally pulled out.
Oh, you
And,
see the tooth fairy?
Yeah, but no money under my pillow.
No, I went the other way.
But yeah, man, just the tooth is out, and I thought, that initial thought where you think like once the tooth is out, you think that everything is clear now. There's no more pain, bro. It just went 10 times worse. But yeah, man. Honestly, I haven't felt that pain before. Like when it's connected to your mind, also, bro. It's just different.
For you out there, you guys, you tell me, like, for me,
Straight up,
the toothache,
yo.
especially when you got cavities in your tooth, and it's just thumping, and it's just like a sharp pain. That was probably the worst pain I've ever felt.
Straight up.
When also he was telling me what he was going through last week,
Yo.
I was like, "Uso, that's what I went through about 6 months ago, man." But you're smart. You decided to go see the dentist early.
Yo.
I waited to the point where I couldn't move, man.
Damn.
I was curled up, man.
Brr,
I would have
like,
wished that upon anyone.
Straight up, man.
Honestly.
And when it hits, it's just like a different kind of, bro, you can't explain it.
Oh,
like,
man.
yeah,
Oh,
man. But yeah, like with everything that was happening last week and this week, it's funny also that you mentioned that you were scared. And to be honest, that was actually one of the emotions that I felt throughout the week. So when I was going through the pain and then I finally got my tooth pulled out, I actually finally had time to sit down and like speak with myself.
Oh no.
And honestly, bro, it was a real eye opener, but at the same time too, it was like a scary feeling because honestly, we've built something, even though we haven't shared much about it, like we've built a lot over the time that we've started this thing. And, we've basically gotten it to the point where we need the final touches before
Oh,
we
man.
end up crossing the start line, I guess. But yeah, man, one of those feelings that came to me, and I guess I can call it a rise, was, you know, being able to understand that there is an underlying feeling of fear.
Oh, man.
And that's why I was, when you mentioned, I was like, damn, I also felt the same way.
Man, I don't know what it was, man. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's because, to be honest, like, I guess that's where I feel like I need to reach out to, people in other circles that are doing, what we're trying to do here,
Yeah.
and it's hard at the moment because we have no one to reflect off,
Yeah.
except for ourselves, and so like here we are, creating this and doing certain steps and tasks and failing while we do it,
Yeah.
but at the same time we don't know if we're going the right direction,
Yeah.
and I guess that would honestly be a cheat code, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Having a mentor that could tell us you're close,
Yeah.
but keep digging in this way.
Yeah.
Not giving us the exact answer, but guiding us exactly where we need to go, what we need to unlock. And well, I guess I can shout this out to you guys that are listening. If you have all those experiences, in creating a business, or or you've created something, or like you've designed something, and you feel like you have value that you want to share to the other people that are watching this, man, reach out, man. Reach out.
100%. Even if you just need someone to just push you over the line, bro, we're here.
Oh, man.
Like,
Or
'cause-
you can push us over the line.
Yo, because honestly, so like I said, it was one of the feelings that came to me throughout the week was, that feeling of like I could actually feel it. Like, man, we've actually created something big, and it was, for me, it was not necessarily the fear of it actually working, but it was the fear of not understanding where to go.
I know.
And that was where I was like sitting there like, man, like I started to go through all my old notes, and I started to go through, stuff that I learned at Empire. And I actually came to a realization, and this is my actual rise. I actually came to a realization that at the end of the day, it takes you to take the step forward. And it was a really hard thing for me. So, for example, let's talk about acquiring businesses, right? As you know, it's one of the things that we've learned is acquiring businesses, and I was going with businesses that like I kind of already had a connection to, someone that I already kind of knew.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh, set up a meeting, like, oh, yo, Siki, like, oh, cool. And the thing is those meetings actually fell throughout the week. And I was like, damn, like, man, like, is this really, the right thing? What do I do, And then it was actually today where I went to work, and I sat there and I was like, you know what? Like, you've learned so much. You finally understand these things. The usos are alongside you. Like, get out there and do it. And I started creating, another AI tool to help me with looking at the acquisitions of businesses and making sure that it's fine tuned. And then what I did also today? I just went, like, searched up these businesses, highlighted, sent it through to the GBT, called it like straight away. And that holding the phone and like
Yeah.
do I call or not? And then it was like, bro, honestly, it was like a relief in a good way when I would do it. Like, that was the first thing. But then it was like another
follow through, eh?
yeah, it was another relief when you like called and it went to the voicemail, or like you called and you didn't get through. It was like a relief, but it was like at the same time, I'm so happy, and like I really feel like, dang, like it really is just taking the step forward. One of the usos actually reached out from Empire. His name's Darwin, and I actually
Shout out,
want to
Darwin.
shout out
Shout
to
out,
you
Moss.
also. He's one of the very few Samoans within the business of building empires.
Let's go.
Yeah, and he owns multiple businesses, plumbing businesses in Brisbane. On top of that, he's also just travelled here and started an electrician business and partnered with someone here. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, and then he ended
Nice.
up going back. And I felt this guy's vibe at Empire. Someone just full of confidence. He's been in business for so long, but he has never really learned the right way to do things. And he's honest about that, and he's upfront about it. He's gone through troubles and bumps and roads on the road, but he's just been that kind of person where it's like, give me the info, I want to go,
Yo.
and he was honest about how when he went through the learning of this stuff, he grabbed the information, skipped a whole bunch of things, and he just like looked at it and he just went, and at the end he had to come back and kind of go through
Go
those steps again.
Yeah.
But one of the I was able to be in contact with him yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And he actually pushed it through, and he was like, man, like at the end of the day, I can say everything. I can set you up and do all of this stuff, but unless you take the step to actually do these things, like that's what makes us different. And I really thought about it deeply. I was like, man, like one is the feeling of fear, because you kind of don't know where to go, and we're the first ones to do it.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, it was the feeling of that pressure, like, oh man, do I really have to take the step, and the obligation side. And the third thing also was, I want to share this with a lot of people out there, is it felt like I felt lonely.
Oh.
Honestly, last week I felt lonely, and this isn't anything against like Doso or anything against Perry as well, who's alongside us, even the team and the circle. I just felt like no one understands what we want like us.
100%.
And I really felt that way last week, and I felt like we can go different avenues and look at different ways to do things. And at the end of the day, just like Darwin said, if we don't take the step forward, nothing will happen.
100%.
And so, that was my rise this week. Was sorry for the long-winded one also, but
That's all it is, man.
I just felt like this week was really that, like, just take the step,
I like that.
really
I
just
like
take
that.
the step.
I like that.
And then so they also narrowed down a few things, and things about the legal side of things and things like that, which we've been both bouncing back and forth of what avenue to go down and all of that type of stuff. And without us sharing completely about our businesses and what we're wanting to do, we want to reach out to you guys who are watching as well, and those who are within the law firms, those who are within accounting. We are looking into those areas to help us in the very near future. And so if you
Very,
are
very near future.
and if you are in those industries, please help us.
If you are the one, reach out to us. Give us a hand,
100%.
man.
But so that was my long-winded rise for the week,
I like
man.
that. And I want to back that up as well, because we're reaching out to the legal side and the accountant side as well. Like for a couple of these businesses that we're building up here in Australia, and because we can't really talk about it publicly, but we need one person, all right? Someone who's built, I don't know, like a mobile app before, or who understands two-sided platforms, and who wants to be a part of something from the ground floor, to work with us. And like, we're not talking like a salary base, but more equity side of things.
100%.
It could be like a co-founder sort of thing.
100%.
And if that's you, you know where to find us, man.
Yo.
You know where to find us.
I love that. I love that because, just like how we've always shared in all of the other episodes, we're not gatekeeping. And at the same time, too, it's a big change in cycles, big change in environments, and a big change within our community. And so, that's the reason why we're not afraid to reach out to all of you guys, whether you have talents in it or whether you've been learning, about it on the side, like just reach out, man.
Yo.
And even if you're just interested in wanting to start your own business, wanting to run your own thing, reach out because we might not have an opportunity like right now, but you'll be surprised as the things that we actually come up with, and you'll be surprised one day when you reach out. We'll get back in contact with you real soon.
So I want to bring up a story that I picked up this week, right?
Yeah.
So one of the usos at work, yeah, I want to shout out to him. One of the usos at work, he comes up to me and he was like, "Bro, I want to start a business."
Yo.
He's like, "I've been watching the podcast and stuff.
Yeah.
And I've really, it's been I don't know what's going on, but something's been implanted in my head and I want to start a business." I'm like, "Yo, all right, let's go." And I was like, "Talk me through what." He's like, "Yeah, so I got together with my partner and her brother.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the concept of this business.
Yeah.
And so I'm just confused. I was like, "So what are you stuck at?"
Yeah.
"Where are you stuck?" And he was like, "Oh, it's the initial capital." And I was like, Wait, hang on. So you're telling me you want to start a business, but the only thing stopping you is capital?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, run me through your numbers."
Yeah.
And then he started running me through the numbers. He's like, "Oh yeah, so this is going to cost this, and this is going to cost this.
Yeah.
But, I can't really start the business without paying for these." And I was like, "You're looking at it all wrong."
Yeah.
He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "No, you're not wanting your business to get you money straight away. Awesome. That'll be the perfect scenario." I was like, "What you want to do is you want to grow that business so then it can start flowing and start bringing in, cash flow, start bringing in revenue,
100%.
start doing turnovers, and then you'll have the power to, work with the cash flows."
100%.
And he's like, "Oh, I get that, but how do I make this go?" I was like, "You're already doing something."
Yeah.
He's like, "What's that?" I was like, "Your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Your 9 to 5 is gonna feed that dream.
Yeah.
Your 9 to 5 is gonna feed that business." And then I jotted through the things that he had.
Yeah.
I was like, "So you got this, right?" He's like, "Oh no, I don't have that, but I know somebody that has that."
Yeah.
I was like, "Awesome. So you've got a contact, so you can use that."
Yeah.
So if you were to, sort out some sort of deal with that person,
Yeah.
would you be able to? He's like, 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he needed something else, and he's like, and I was like, "Do you have this?" He's like, "No, but I know somebody that I can use it from." I was like, "Perfect. That's 2 things that are ticked off your list." And I was like, "What about this? Do you have this?" He's like, "Actually, I've got those in my garage." And I was like, "Bro, why don't you just start this week?" He's like, "Oh nah, but but then I got to think about fuel. I got to think about all these other costs." And I was like, "Look at your 9 to 5, man. What are you doing with your 9 to 5?
100%.
You're telling me that you're going out to Macca's and stuff. You're telling me you're going to go buy takeaways. You're telling me you're going to splash it out here. Why not save that money and dip it into that dream of yours that you want to do?"
100%.
And he was like, "You're right. You're right." Yo, and then it was Buzzy Yes. And so then he goes to me, "Man," so that was on that day, yeah? And then he comes the next day, he's like, "Bro, I had a really good talk game." And I was trying to explain it the way that you drew it out on the timber, because I drew it on a piece of timber. Because I was trying to explain it the way you drew it out, and then I was like, "Man, how did he explain that so I can understand it?" And when I go to try to explain it, then I said to him, "Well, if you couldn't explain it to someone else, that means I didn't explain it to you properly.
Yeah.
In a way that you can understand in your own terms." So he's like, "Oh." So then I ran it through it from again, and then he's like, "Oh yeah." So I left it with him.
Yeah.
Then he comes the third day, he's like, "I just built my website." I was like, "My guy."
That's it,
My
man.
guy. And then he got stuck at this point. He's like, "All right, I've got this business that he's about to start up," and he's like, I just don't know what avenue to take, whether I do it as I go solo or whether I do a partnership. What do I do? And then I turned to him and I said, "Well, that's really up to you. It's one of my strong things is to build a team, right? But your team has to be the right team."
Yep.
And I was like, "Your partner, you need to know that you know, your trust in your partner, your loyalty in your partner. You want to know that if you fall, your partner's going to pick it up, pick up what you put down, and carry on. You know?
100%.
And he's like, wow. I was like, so you take that away, go to that partner that you think you want to be partners with, and make sure you clarify that with him.
Yeah.
And the reason why I bring this up, because they also brought it up just before about us sorting out the legal side of things.
Yeah.
So the reason why I bring this up is because me and the other also Perry,
Yo.
you know, like we've had those tough conversations,
100%,
you know?
man.
And it's needed because like especially with what we're trying to build here, I guess in all life concepts, you know, like to be honest and just to tell people exactly what it is, you know, that you value, what it is that you're looking for, and whether they're with you or not, you know. And then so like I want to bring this up because me, the Uso here, and Perry, man, our first session, our first meeting together as founders, a couple of weeks ago, man. Like I didn't know that's what there was a way that the conversation was going to sway, you know. And then we had another meeting last week, you know, over Zoom. And the same thing again, like we were just like, you know what, just tell me what it is. You know? And then we processed it, and then we were just like, you know what, I can do that. You know, and it was like sacrificing. You know? It was about like, you know, compromising with each other. You know, and I feel like, especially if you're building some sort of partnership, or if you're building some sort of relationship, like you guys need to be on the same page,
100%.
Same page. Like, doesn't matter. And the thing is, the beauty about that is, it doesn't matter if you're a couple of pages in front or right at the start. You're still on that same book. You know, you're still in the same book. And like, the thing is, you're gonna catch up to whoever your partner is or whoever's in that relationship with you. You know, you guys are gonna go through that same journey. You know?
I love that.
And you'll find another way to have a look at that page at a different angle. You know? But yeah, I want to shout out to the Uso at work. Man. Like, So yeah, and then this was the other thing. I rang him up earlier. I think it was this evening. I rang him up yesterday evening. And I rang him up for something random. I rang him up about the something about tech savvy. I was just curious on a few questions. And I was like, bro, can you explain to me, like, you seem like a wizard on tech. Explain to me servers and stuff. I know you viewers are like, oh, bro, you don't even know what that is. Nah, like, bro, like, when it comes to, like, the tech stuff, I'm like, I'm at the beginner stage. But there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean I can't catch up.
Oh, don't worry, I only just learned what a server is last week from the Usos.
So, like, so I got him to give me the difference, you know? And then I was like, so what about the, like, online platform servers? He's like, well, what do you mean? Like, I was like, for things like sharing like games and stuff, you know, sharing data and stuff. He was like, oh, that's totally different. I was like, wow. And he was just going through it. And then I was like, so tell me what your skills are. So I started jotting down, like, because I was just trying to build ideas. And then I got to a point where I filled up the whole paper with all the stuff that we're talking about. And then at the top, I was like, bro, he's like, yo, I was like, I've just created a whole nother role in the specs of, like, not even thinking about what it is that we need or what I needed, but just having this conversation with you. I've just created a role that I needed. And he's like, what's that? I was like, I'm actually looking for a tech savvy engineer. So if you're a tech savvy engineer, man, reach out, man, because
100%,
man, I would love to learn off you, man. But at the same time, if that's your baby, man, come and take it, mate. Come take over, man. Come 100%. Take your piece, bro.
100%. I just want to go back also about what you mentioned about you know, partnerships and that conversation that we had. You know, a few weeks ago, it was actually the episode where Perry was on, and after that episode, we had that conversation. And you know, what I really was able to appreciate was that we were able to lay out all of our thoughts and our feelings about everything right in front of us. And it's amazing when you have three like-minded people in the room, and then when you have three people with clean hearts. And, that plus, all of our knowledge put together, it was just a really smooth conversation. And, we've had our hard conversations as well. Like, and the best thing about it is, the best thing that I can take out of that is just be upfront and honest. With the way that you're feeling, with the way that, everything is, because you'll move so much quicker forward and you won't, try to figure out where you're going, one of the other things that I also want to bring out is, for you guys out there who are wanting to start something and you're wanting to, maybe bring a partner on board, or, someone that you're unsure about. For us, it was the other scenario where we were sure about each other after that conversation. But there are some people where you want to partner with, but you're just unsure about. Yeah. I would suggest that you do this. There's nothing holding you back from starting your business. Yeah, for us it's a little bit difficult because there's a different kind of structure as to what we're creating. It's something much bigger than just a business. Yeah, and so that's why it's a little bit difficult for us, but we'll get through it. But for you guys out there who are wanting to start a business, they also brought out a really good point. And with that conversation that he had with those from work, is that he was talking about, now I need this first, now I need this first, now I need this, that kind of stuff. Not realizing that he actually had all that stuff and he was worried about the legal side of things prior to him actually getting the business started. So, like the also said, there's nothing stopping you from actually getting started. Whether it's, mowing lawns, whether it's painting houses, there's nothing stopping you, especially because an ABN is actually free.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and so if there is a partner, going back to this point now, that you're unsure about, but you know that you're going to end up working with them, but you're just unsure about, there's nothing stopping you from starting off with just an ABN. Being a sole trader, there's nothing stopping you. And then from there, you guys are able to create a new partnership ABN, under the same name. Yeah.
No,
So
I
there's
like
nothing stopping you from doing that
like
stuff.
that.
Yeah. But like I said before, for us too, it's a little bit different because we have something huge that we're actually creating. And we have to create the big pinnacle first prior to us actually doing everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because it's gonna cost a lot more for us to change all of that stuff underneath, afterwards. But
if you don't set it up right.
yeah, so that's a little bit different for us.
I like
Yeah.
what you say about the Soul Trader stuff.
Yo.
Because what the also just explained, we've done.
Yo.
The also has a Soul Trader ABN. I've
Yo.
got a Soul Trader ABN.
Yo.
And then when we started this Rise Today, we both combined it as a partnership.
100%.
And now we're creating something else.
Yo.
We're gonna have to change the game. And you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so what the also is saying is exactly what we've done. So we understand.
Yeah.
And that's our steps going through it.
100%. And I love that because, like, when you first watch all of our episodes in the beginning, we can't really talk like this. Yeah. But, through our experience, we've come across and understood actually that, I'll be honest also, is that we, alongside all of our viewers, we've come a long way. And a lot of the things that we went through, so many people around us are actually able to come forward to us and tell us about, those
I love
certain
that.
things,
Honestly, I appreciate it when they do that.
Yo.
I'm like, man,
Yo. Oh, also, sorry, something came to mind. I actually want to shout out my Uber driver, Hamish. Yeah?
Hamish, shout out, man.
Shout out to you, because I know for sure that you've watched some of our videos.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, the Uber driver, he's actually a freelancer, and he's trying to do his own little thing on the side, at the same time as Uber driving during the night.
Yep.
And I was able to speak with him, and he mentioned, that he actually used to work for for a television company back in Sri Lanka, where he's from.
Oh,
Yeah, and he is really good with he's really good with on-screen media, and animation, like live on TV and all of that type of stuff. So video editing, that kind of stuff. And it was really good to be able to have a conversation with him. And after being able to hear from him, I spoke about what we do. And then the conversation was quite funny. He was, he was really interested to the point where, or if there's any policemen or whatever, or well, it's not like you can read the number plates or whatever, but those
But you've got his name.
But those. Let's just say that suddenly the podcast went on the phone, and we're watching it in the car while we're driving. It was really.
But
good.
his eyes were 100% on the road.
100%, man, 100%. I think he was just listening, But
because we are on Spotify.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
are you sure you're not mistaken that you played it on Spotify?
Oh yeah, it was definitely on Spotify.
And if you're unsure, it's called Rise Today Podcast.
That's it. And we actually went through a lot of stuff, and I was able to also speak with him about being able to properly start what he's wanting. And then at the end of the day, at the end of our ride, I actually spoke to him as well, and I said, look, I have your contact. I'll give you my contact as well, and it's some, we might be able to use you in the future.
like
with your
that.
skills
I
and all
like
of that type of stuff. And I also talked to him if there's anything that's out of his reach with websites or anything to do with media as well. Like reach out to Kondo Studios. They can help out as
I
well.
want to plug that in. Kondo Studios. If you guys, need anything in terms of websites, brands, some sort of logos or whatever, reach out, man. Kondo Studios, baby.
100%, man. Yeah, it's one of the services that Kondo Studios provides as well. But yeah, see, we're slowly showing you these little things, but we're not showing you the full thing at the moment.
Not yet.
Yeah, we talked about Kondo Studios going to weddings and stuff, but there's actually more stuff, But yeah, but yeah, that conversation with Hamish was actually really good.
My man Hamish.
Yeah.
You sure it's not Hamish?
Nah, I think it was just Hamish.
Okay. Hamish. My bad. Hamish.
But yeah,
That's cool, bro.
Yeah.
That's cool. I want to bring this up because, now, I was just telling you guys that I gave some advice.
Yeah.
And then my also here goes and gives some advice.
Yeah.
And when you're just explaining your advice, I was just sitting there and I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, here we are looking for mentors, know, and then there's other people in different seasons of life that need a conversation like what we've had,
100%.
just for a little bit of mentorship.
100%.
And now I want to say it to you guys out there, to all you guys watching this. Like, you don't have to be successful to be a mentor. You don't have to be the best in the world to be a mentor. Yes, it'll be great.
100%.
But it's all those life experiences. It's the knowledge that you have. It's the impact and the value that you'll give to that person to be a mentor.
1,000%.
So we need you to mentor us, man.
And at the same time too, like I want to also plug this in because it's gonna come out in the future. We want to hear from you guys, if there's some kind of community that we can build, in the future, where all of you guys are able to ask your questions and stuff. Let us know if you want us to create that, because we feel that we've grown a lot, and this is only within 19 weeks now, of us actually starting, and we've come a long way,
we have.
And the business minds that we had and the business proposals or all that kind of stuff that we were thinking of were probably like this big when we first started, and now I'm telling you they're huge, and with our experiences and all of that stuff, I can happily align our structures and align what we're creating with billionaires out there, and so yeah, man, if that's something that you guys are interested to create, because we've been able to help people out there who have reached out to us, in person. But I'm sure that there's a lot of you guys out there as well, who are wanting to start something, but you just don't know how. You don't know where to go.
Exactly. So yes, flick us a DM, flick us a message, or you can even flick us an email. So the email is ask@risetoday.com.au.
That's it.
So just reach out.
Say that again.
ask@risetoday.com.au.
That's it.
It's crazy because I just read it here, so I'm gonna make sure I make this live, man.
Man.
No, actual. I was just thinking. I was like, well, what's a catchy, catchy name that somebody would want to email? And I was like, do I put podcast or? And I was like, no, ask.
Yo.
Just ask the question, man.
Yeah,
Ask the question.
100%, man.
But it's scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
I get scared a lot.
100%,
But
man.
also did bring it up in his rise. It's the initial action,
Yo.
and then as soon as you pass that first action, you feel a bit relieved.
Yo.
But then it's the actual follow through.
Yeah.
that's the part where you get real nervous.
And I think it's going back as well to when I had that episode after Empire, speaking with Ian. Sorry, speaking of Ian. Well, you guys won't know who that is, but anyway, talking about the scale of obligation.
Yeah.
And in that scenario where you either have to make a decision, you have to make the initial contact, or you have to make a follow through, the scale of obligation is always there. And I would just reach out to everyone out there, is make sure that your scales are full of your obligations, your whys, who you do it for, and all of that type of stuff, because your fear will always be outweighed by the amount of obligation that you have.
Exactly. So your why will outweigh your fear. I love that. I love that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So thanks guys for coming.
Oh man, I still can't believe there's 19 episodes, man.
Birds.
I'm just sitting here like, man, 19 weeks consecutive.
Yo.
Like, and so the thing that I'm real grateful about is, like, even though it's not massive moves, like, well, to us it's not massive moves and stuff, but we have been growing, over these last 19 weeks. And for you day oneers out there, you guys have seen the growth that we've been going through, the journey that we're going through. And I'm glad that in your rise you brought up the point of feeling lonely, because we have brought this up in multiple episodes about the lonely feeling. And it's, I guess it comes down with the growth side of things, also. And it didn't really involve a lot of the team, but it was your own self growth, And don't get me wrong, I feel that a lot as well. Sometimes, like, I gotta say, I think it was last night. I was going through our stuff, and I was like, man, I feel stuck. I feel stuck, man. And I was just like, so then I had to, and what made me realize, especially when I was focusing on this one business, I was like, man, I feel stuck. And like, usually I'll be like, okay, let me scroll for a bit. And then I remembered about our distraction. And then I was like, what do I do here? Like, and then I remembered about what I brought up in terms of how I've stopped writer's block. About just letting out whatever's going. And then there was another business that we touched base on, but it was in the vault. So then I just briefly gazed over it. Retouched that business, and I was just like, man. But I know what a lot of you guys are saying. You're like, man, you guys are doing a lot. Why don't you just focus on one thing and go?
Oh,
I totally understand that.
I
totally understand that. But I think me and also here, we're so delusional. We've got so much ambitions.
100%.
And like, man, when we drive these projects, we drive these projects.
100%.
But you'll see in due time. You'll see in due time.
You can already see it there. Like, that's just within a few weeks of what Oso just shared, of being able to, like, if you think of it this way, the Oso's just gone and like created like more businesses, and in those weeks I've been looking at acquiring businesses at the same time. You think about us, like, and the amount of work that we're looking at and the amount of work that we're producing at the moment, like, we are building an empire. And it takes a lot of work. And it's so true that what they also said about there's so many people out there that are thinking, we hear you guys talking about this and this and this and this, but where is it? You know what I mean? I know this. Like, I know that this is one thing. Or, you guys, like, I never see you guys sleep, but like, you guys aren't rich yet. In fact, you're in an episode, the 19th episode of your podcast, and you're sitting in your work uniform going to go to the 9 to 5, And to all of you guys who might think that way, you have every right to.
Yo,
you know,
that's
we
your
have
own
every
opinion,
right
man.
to. Yeah, that's your
We
own
don't
opinion.
care.
Yeah, it's your
We
own
don't care,
opinion, you know.
man.
But the truth and the matter is we also don't need, you know, your approval. Yeah. You know, we also don't need to ask, you know, for anything from you. You know, we really don't, you know. And so, you know, you can say a lot of things, but at the same time, I think above all is we've been able to learn so much from the things that we have
Yo,
achieved so
yo.
far, you know.
And you know, with what you brought up to all you guys out there,
Yeah.
like every aligns with, you know, our goals that we're actually trying to achieve here is create a legacy for our families and our future family lines,
Yep.
and change the world a little bit at a time.
100%.
And you know, you guys might be like, yo, you guys haven't done anything. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? But little do you know,
Yo.
when it comes out, you'll be like, brah.
Yeah.
Yo.
And those who know, they know.
Yo, 100%.
That's the truth.
100%.
You know, those who know,
But
they know.
also, those that are watching this and was like, man, I want to get in on this.
Yo.
Please reach out, man.
100%.
We're
man.
actually trying to build a team here, you know?
Yeah.
And like I say, there's a piece for everybody.
Exactly.
You know? And if you're the right fit for our team, man,
Yeah.
why not, man?
Yeah, like
why
I mean,
not?
even like I look at it this way, you know, some people may not even own businesses, right? Some people might not even be interested in owning their own business because they know of the stresses that come with it and all of that stuff. Because I'll be honest, it's not all dandelions and flowers when you own your own business.
You know, unless you're a florist.
Yeah, there's there's ups and downs throughout that whole time, you know. And so if you're not, you know, one of those people who aspire to become a business owner, there are like
Other avenues.
Yeah, other avenues. And like, wouldn't you rather do something that you actually are interested in than you working your 9 to 5 currently?
Yo,
know,
wouldn't you
so-
like to do something that doesn't feel like a job to you because you love it so much?
Exactly.
Don't you want to be those people that I keep shouting out to that are in their 9 to 5s, they love what they do?
Yo, 100%.
Yo.
Yeah. And so if you're that person, just reach out.
Yo.
Man. Yeah.
Connect, man.
Connect,
Collab.
man.
Who knows,
Collab.
man?
100%.
You'll be a future founder out there, man.
Yeah, man.
100%.
Yo.
100%.
100%.
I'm looking at the time. It's like 3 o'clock. We're starting in about half an hour, mate.
That's true. See, look at the value that we're bringing here, man. We
damn.
just want to hang out with you guys, man.
And for context, it takes us about half an hour to get to work, man.
Yo.
With no traffic, no.
But yeah, also I just want to be able to give a shout out at the end as well. I want to shout out to everyone out there who has been commenting on all of the different posts out there, whether it's a good comment or not so good comment.
A colourful comment.
Yeah, a colorful comment.
Yo.
You know, it's better than the spice.
It is better than the spice.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's the key engagement because their reach, whatever it is, you know, the colourful comments, the positive comments,
Yep.
like that feeds the algorithm and that pushes out our content even further, you know.
100%.
Yeah, and I know for a fact this is going to reach that one person that needs it.
Exactly.
And I honestly hope, you know, we help guide them in the way that they need to get to, you know, and where they need to be.
Yeah.
And I hope, like, you know, well I'm confident, you know, in the next couple of weeks, couple of months, there's going to be a few of you out there that are going to be part of our team, man.
100%.
And it's exciting, bro. It's
Yeah,
exciting.
man. I must say too, so is I've gotten a lot of feedback from my family members.
Oh, yo.
You know, different people.
Shout
that
out to the Usos family, man.
Yo, and,
my family, that's my family as well.
yo, and a lot of you know, people out there that I haven't spoken to in a long time, but have always supported from a distance. You know, I've heard a lot of good things from them, reaching out and you know, being able to share like some great things about, you know, how far we've come, you know, and things like that. And I'm like, man, I appreciate that.
Thank you, man.
Because then I
Thank
know
you.
that like they've been there since the beginning, you know. You know, and things that they agree with, you know, please, like, we really enjoy it when you guys comment on our stuff, because it just really engages everyone else and starts a conversation, man.
And I want to shout out to all you content creators out there, man.
Yo.
All the small ones as well. They're starting up smaller pages. I want to shout out to you guys. guys, man.
100%.
Keep going, man. Like, honestly, there's going to be a lot of hate. And I guess that's what social is, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, I love the fact that you just keep grinding, keep putting it out there. And, like, you know, like I said, like, I'm not one for the spies, so here I am. Like, you'll see me, I'll be engaging with your guys' stuff, and I appreciate your guys, like, you know, your consistency that you push out there, and it encourages me as well. Just be like, yo, I'll just keep pushing as well, you know, even though, like, we're 19 weeks into this, also, like, you know, those content creators out there don't know how much of an impact that they're making. They are impact players, man.
100%, man.
Yo, but yeah,
100%.
shout out to you content creators out there, man.
Shout out to all of you. Oh, shout out Kevin. I just made sure that I mentioned your name.
Yeah, Milo Kevin.
But yeah, Mo, so I mean, is there anything else? I mean, I know that we don't have much time because we have to actually head to work, but anything else you want to share with everyone out there?
Nah, so I just want to refresh it again, you know, ask@risetoday.com.au.
Yep.
Or DM me also here, man. Like, straight up, connect with us.
100%.
But nah, I think that's pretty much it. We came into here with no subject.
Yo.
As always, and High Vis is ready for our 9 to 5. Yo. That's it for me, man.
Yeah, same here. So I think the last thing that I want to share with everyone out there is just don't wait till tomorrow.
Rise today. Let's go.
Shamazo.
Let's go have a good day.